Hi traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. Hoping you're having a good afternoon on Wednesday's trading session as we have half an hour before the 21 minutes before the European session comes online. So tonight the key data for this week and the key meeting for this week is coming out at 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It will be the Federal Reserve meeting. This includes the interest rate decision, which is expected to stay on hold, and we also have the FOMC press conference at 4:30 a.m. So some of the keys for tonight's meeting that have been brought up is, will there be any type of reaction to the 2.5 million jobs that were created in May? Traders and economists will be looking for more detail in bond purchasing program, and it's currently sitting at 4 trillion a day. So they're looking for more information on the size and the duration going forward. And this was these details were provided by the Fed in the QE programs in the GFC back in 2008. So they're also looking to see if Fed Chair Powell is going to try to smooth the markets with comments. And the other key point to look out for tonight is this is the first forecast since late last year, and they'll be looking for a bit of guidance on rates and the economy going forward, what the Fed's projections and ideas are. And this is because the March meeting, it was skipped, so that will be quite important and a bit of a key to have a look in the detail in that. And it's hard to say, but some, there was quoted today that some of the analysts at HSBC are saying they're seeing that the Fed has limited room to move now. There'll be nothing too extraordinarily shocking coming out if the recovery continues, and this may cap some of the downward movement in the USD. And you also see that the USD may be it may start to see a bit of a cap to its downside. So we'll see how that plays out, and it'll be quite interesting tonight to see what comes out of the Fed and what their some of their thoughts and tones are moving forward for the US economy, with a bit of mixed information coming through at the moment. Now, before that all gets underway, there will be US CPI and core CPI data that's coming out at 10:30 p.m. It's expected to be 0.00% on both of those. So we thought we'd start with the USD Swiss franc. This does follow the US dollar index quite closely. It's not exact, but it does follow it a little bit more closer than some of the others, like the dollar CAD. So what we can see at the moment is a market that has broken below its low set back in the 27th of March, and we didn't see a close below it, but we did see a test, and we are seeing a little bit more of a test at this stage in the day. So what we'll be trying to gauge is if we do see this low start to hold price, and if we do see price fail at this low once again, and if we do see a bit of a skip back move higher. So looking at the this pair now, we've been basically seeing a real lower decline now for nearly for a month. So we did have a higher close that week, but it was still a lower high and a lower low before the sell-off this week. So you might say that this bar is starting to look a little bit extended, possibly exhausted. And on the weekly, we are seeing the Williams starting to get to quite an oversold point, but we won't rely on that oversold level just yet, because markets can move a bit more forward lower at the moment. But there are some small signs suggesting that buyers are starting to show a little bit of a small fight back at the moment. So really a fair bit will come down to if this low can hold. Now, if we see a further move lower and break, there's not really any type of rock solid support, but we do see a bit of demand that developed around this area. So that's really from the 94.32 point. So, and that's another it's another 60 points below where we're currently sitting now. Now, just quickly onto risk markets. We did see a bit of selling yesterday. Now, the euro fought back quite beautifully late into the New York session, and we are seeing a lot more buying so far today. And things still look like there's plenty of demand, especially in the euro. And this is off some of the QE and bond buying that's going on in the EU due to their stimulus package. But we're also seeing some buying on the pound, and it was a bit interesting because there was a comment out of the Bank of England yesterday about negative rates, but that was sucked up into the New York session on the dollar decline, and we are seeing new weekly highs at this stage on the pound to the USD. And finally, just to the Aussie, we're seeing a nice fight back at this stage against the dollar from the Aussie. So there, at this point, risk buyers look pretty comfortable, and we will see how that trends. If that continues to transpire moving towards the FOMC tonight, and if we do see a bit of a kick up from the dollar. If not, we'll be looking for this trend to continue lower as it has been going for the time being. So that's it for today. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your trading day, and until tomorrow, good trading and bye for now. And just remember, the FOMC starts tomorrow morning Australian Eastern Standard Time at 4 a.m. So till tomorrow, goodbye. Thank you.